Captain's Log. I am a young man now. The time has come for me to leave my childhood home and find my own way in the world. I had always had an aptitude for magic and a desire to adventure, so I packed a few things and headed for Citadel. I had not traveled long when I had met an old man taking a cart of goods to the Citadel. We traveled together for a day before he was stricken by a sickness. He begged me to get his wares to the city and promised me a reward that would help me start my new life. Little did I know the man was not in fact sick. He was in fact a smuggler and had duped me into delivering his illegal goods. I was arrested and thrown in jail, where I met an interesting fellow. My cellmate was a famous pirate. He had been captured while trying to sneak into the mage tower. He was hoping to steal a potion of youth. You see, he was very old and not long for this world. We talked much in the short time. He told me about his adventures, and I shared my dreams. It seemed like both had come to an end, for we were both scheduled for execution. It was moments before he was to be executed that he shared one last story and gave me his most valued possession. He was not the original pirate captain, Commodore of the Cutthroat Islands, and he gave me a key and told me that the one who holds the key could command the pirate fleet and lead Cutthroat Island. Just before the guards came to drag him off, he told me that the magic of the key would release me from this prison and that his ship moored in the North Bay was now mine. As the guards dragged him from the cell, he yelled at me, "Follow your dreams!" Okay, so it appears he said that this key would help me get out of the cell. So let's see here. Oh, it worked. I'm free. Okay, looks like there's nobody around. I think everybody went to the execution. So let's see if I can make my way out of this situation here. So here we are on the Utopia server. Now this is the spawn area. So a little bit of roleplay there at the beginning, so let me know how you feel about that. I can do more roleplaying, or I can just be more kind of factual, so let me know in the comments how you feel about that. So a little more roleplaying here. So, I've got nothing. I've got this key. I just got out of jail. I've got nothing. And like I said, everybody's away, probably at the execution. Hopefully they're not going to be back for a bit. And I have access to everything in town, so could get some things that I might need. Spanish moss. That sounds like something that I would use for magic. Well, if I'm going to be following my dreams, I'm going to be learning about magic and different ways of magic, so I'll take that. I might need that. That's pretty good for now. I need to get to the ship and get my new inheritance, I guess. I feel bad that the old pirate captain had to die, but he was really old. And since he wasn't going to be able to get his potion of youth, I guess he decided it was better to pass it on, his stuff on, to somebody that would appreciate it. So let's get our way out of here. He's to the North Bay, so this road leads to the north. There's signs everywhere pointing. So I should talk real quick about the server and the mod pack that we're playing. This is a Utopia Age of Adventure 2.0 mod pack and server. The server is only for YouTubers. So yeah, and it's a invitation only server, so it's not a good idea to ask me, because I have no control over how you get on here. I just got an invitation. The mod pack was created by Nemsun, So, and it's available on the AT launcher. So I think, well, I don't think it's that ship. That ship doesn't even look as has been finished being built. And that ship doesn't look very piratey, so I'm thinking it's this ship right here. So let's come on over here, swim out here to the ship. Oh gosh, there's lots of nasty bad things in the water. Oh, I'm gonna get on the ship. Ah, me in there. Woo, I'll hide in here. Wow, there's all kinds of nasty bad things in the water. So yeah, one of the mods that we have in this mod pack is Lycanite mobs. It makes swimming quite dangerous. So it looks like everything in the ship's going to be mine now. So let's see, what do we got? All this stuff here. We'll grab that all out. Might need that stuff for later. Some weapons, some bits of magic trinkets. Let's see, how do those work? Some rings. Let me put those on. Let me put those rings on. They don't seem to do anything by themselves, though. Gave me this bound blade. I have a nice, apparently nice weapon. And some tools that look to be somewhat decent. What's in these bags? There's some food, in case I get hungry. What's in this bag? A bunch of miscellaneous stuff. Okay, so miscellaneous stuff. I can go ahead and put that miscellaneous stuff in there. Maybe some tools that I probably won't use very often. There's a few tools in here and things. So if you haven't guessed already, I've been playing on the server for a bit. And I did a bunch of Twitch streams of my actual startup and stuff, but I wanted to get to a certain point before I actually started my series. And that point is having some ships and having an established base. So we're gonna get to that here in a second. So this is an ender chest backpack. An ender backpack lets me open my ender chest, which is kind of nice because what that's going to allow me to do is, if I do die for any reason, I can just open any ender chest and get that stuff out. It's not going to stay wherever I died at, so I don't have much chance of losing it. And I got this nice blood armor, nice captain's armor. There we go. There. Now I'm equipped, ready to go, and I could sail off into the sunset and get away from this place because I'm on the run. I'm going to be a pirate. So we'll get in the Landstryder here, and we're going to assemble the ship. We're going to go ahead and mount it, and now we can actually sail away on the ship. So let's see if I can get a nice view here of me driving the ship. Oh, I've got the Nyan hat. I forgot about that. Let's we want to go. Well, I'm facing south. I'm actually facing the back of the ship. I'm headed to the north. Let's get back to the. A little hard to drive with the mast right in front of you. So these ships move pretty fast, and you see that I'm moving along at a pretty good clip. And I'm headed for Cutthroat Island. So Cutthroat Island is an island that I found when I first started playing on the server, and I thought it would make a perfect pirate island. So I'm headed up there, and I'm going to show you around what I've done so far, basically, and kind of talk a little bit more about the mods in this mod pack. So one of the big things about this mod pack is it's meant to not have technology of almost any sort. There is a little bit like with Flaxbeard's steam power, and it does have extra utilities, but a good portion of the automation of extra utilities has been disabled. So check my map to make sure I'm still headed in the right direction. Yeah, I'm headed in the general right direction. You go a little bit to the east to make it to Cutthroat Island. Now, since I'm playing a pirate on here, I'm pretty much not going to be worried about any kind of typical rules. So if I find an exploit, I'm going to utilize it to the full potential. If I find any kind of bugs or anything that I can used to my advantage. So basically, as a pirate, anything that helps me achieve my goals is fair game. So anything that makes me rich or wealthy or increases my power, I'm going to do it. Which is one of the reasons I went into blood magic as my primary magic to start with. Whoa, 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 whoa. Plowing right into the... Okay, this is Cutthroat Island. Yep, we're in the right place. Let's sail around. I want to actually park this over by the Pirate Cove. Now, something else you may notice especially about the ship that I'm currently driving and the Pirate Cove you're about to see, is they may look familiar to you if you've ever played with Better Dungeons. And that is not because we have Better Dungeons in this mod pack, it's because we have something called Schematica that allows us to basically take a schematic from MC Edit and then rebuild it in a new world by using a outline. So now that I'm basically here, let me go ahead and disassemble the ship and get out of it. There we go. I could have just unmounted from the ship and then I would have been, and it would have stayed an entity, but I want to be able to interact with the contents of the ship and stuff, and potentially load it up with stuff. So anyway, this is probably a good enough place to park. But over here we can see Cutthroat Island. Well, this is actually the Pirate Bay of Cutthroat Island. The Cutthroat Island itself is actually quite a large island. If we zoom out on the map, we can see that there's a village on here. I thought this was like perfect place for pirate smuggler type thing to be in. And we also have on a mod on here, Morph, which allows us to morph into things that can fly and swim and give you other abilities of whatever it is you morph into. So I happen to have a wasp morph, which allows me to morph into something that can fly, but it's kind of fat, so you can't get into little spaces. Like I won't be able to go through this door and stuff. The other nice thing about, well, I mean, maybe some balance, I should say. Some balance that was added to the morph mod is that when you morph into like something like the size of a bat, you don't have nearly as much health. So there is a little bit of balance that's been added to the morph mod. So if we look here at Cutthroat, or the Pirate Cove here on Cutthroat Island, this is a Better Dungeon from the Better Dungeons 1.6.4 mod. And what I did is I just went in and made a schematic of it, and then I used that schematic to be able to reproduce it in this world. So because I don't really want to lose any of my villagers that I have over here, I need to go and sleep off the nighttime before they get attacked. You can see them. I have just a few villagers here right now. I lost a good portion of the other villagers that I did have. And there's probably a guy down under here. Where is he at? Where's he at? He's preventing me from being able to sleep. There he is. Okay, just take care of him. So now I should be able to go up here and sleep off the rest of the night. There we go. Uh-oh, there's a zombie over there. Oh no, I hope he didn't get one of my villagers already. I gotta run over there. Uh-oh. Is he okay? My villager okay over here? I can't tell. Where's the guy? Oh, I should have 2 guards, 2 villagers, and a child. Is that guard in there? Or maybe the child grew up. I don't know. What is this guy? Autumn the guard. No, that's one of the guards. Okay, and there's guard over here. Oh, there's the other child. There's the child. Okay, she's safe. We're all good. So when I first moved to the island, this village was full of villagers, but they died for whatever reason over time. Some of them died because they were jumping off that cliff. Some of them died because mob attacks or whatever. And then I've had to actually go and get 2 new villagers, and I've been trying to be very careful about not letting these ones die off, because I want to repopulate the village here so that I have some people to rule over here on the island as Commodore. And I've got a witch hut over here, little witch hut going on. No, this is actually my own design. It's not not exactly elaborate or anything like that, but it does have a nice, I think it's fairly aesthetically pleasing if we come in here and look around. Got some bloodwood furniture and stuff, and all the witchy stuff is in here. Nice carpenter's bed, and if we go and we look down here, there's a nice basement that needs to have a little bit more equipment put into it before it's ready to be fully witchy, but we'll get into more witchcraft later in a later episode. Right now, I just want to show people around Cutthroat Island here that I found. Set up some things over here in the graveyard. We've got Ender Lily garden going on all the graves. I planted nether wart, so if I need nether wart, I have that. I've got this little nether garden. These are things from Ganny's nether that give you resources from the nether without, you can actually grow these on netherrack or tilled netherrack, depending on which crop it is, including wither skeleton skulls, so I can actually grow those. I don't have to actually go over to the nether and hunt down wither skeletons. I can just grow them for killing of the nether. Got me a nice little sky cycle is what I like to call this. It's a couple air balloons from Archimedes ships, and that's what allowed me to pilot that ship from spawn area all the way up to here. That's Archimedes ships, so that's another really cool mod that we have on here. Of course, we have Thaumcraft, we have Blood Magic, we have Witchery. Those are the primary magics. We also have Adventure Amulets, which I don't know too much about, so I'm going to be getting into that at some point. And you can see that I've got my traditional, well, fairly traditional, Blood Altar with a nice Carpenter's Wedge slopes on it. I kind of went with a little bit different look on it this time. I haven't gotten it to tier 5 yet, but it is tier 4. So that's how I managed to get my blood armor and my sigils all in place and stuff like that. And behind this witch hut in this big open area is actually where I'm going to put my woods and all the different plants and stuff like that in my witch altar. I haven't really got to that point yet, but it's gonna sit back in here somewhere, the altar that is, and then I'm going to have all kinds of variety of plants growing right around in this general vicinity. And what I'm going to be doing probably since I've been living in the village, like if we come over here, you can see where I've actually been living out of. I've got my little Thaumcraft hut. I haven't done a ton of Thaumcraft. I'm really only interested in just a few things in Thaumcraft. I want to avoid having warp, if I can, at least until there's like a good reason to have it. But the main thing in Thaumcraft that I wanted to have was a wand with the equal exchange focus. You can see that I've already gotten that nice great wood wand with the equal exchange focus. That's very useful in building. And you can see I've been living in these two buildings right here for the most part. This one, which we have this nice mod. We don't have the barrels mod. We don't have Java, but we have a thing called storage drawers, and these basically act like kind of like a barrel for the most part. Each one of these drawers can contain one type of item, and it shows you on the front of it what it is, which is actually kind of nice. And you can have drawers that have these storage drawers that have 4 compartments in them, 2 compartments, or just a single drawer. And then they can be upgraded to hold a lot more stacks. Like by default, I think they only hold 4 stacks of the item, and then you have to upgrade them to get more. We've got better storage, which is these large lockers and stuff that you see around, and I've got a bunch of chests. Of course, we have Tinker's Construct. Of course, can't have a pack without Tinker's Construct, I don't think, especially an adventuring pack. We have Harvest Craft, lots of Harvest Craft. I think we have all of the little sub mods of Harvest Craft. So we don't have Pam's, but we do have the Growth Craft. Sorry, I'm sorry, it's not Harvest Craft, it's Growth Craft that we have instead of Pam's. So we have all the foods and stuff like that from the Growth Craft. Let's see, and then I think I mentioned already, we have Ganny's. We have Ganny's Nether, Surfaced, and End. So there's some more magic stuff that is represented there. We have a highly modified version of Extra Utilities. So the Extra Utilities has had a lot of the recipes removed from it. Anything that's kind of technology related, like all the pipes and nodes, those are not an option because basically because Nemsum wanted to have it most to be adventure centered. Oh, what? Lola. Oh, that's a new one. Oh, they have their baby. Yeah, so you can have, we have a mod called Minecraft Comes Alive, and that gives the villagers a lot more dimension. So we can talk to them, we can have them follow us, we can give them, we can still trade with them, of course, like their standard old trades, and then, but it gives them a lot more dimension. The guards are actually really nice. They actually do a pretty good job of protecting the village. So they're not the traditional Squidwards. They are a much more improved version of villagers. So yeah, there's that. Now I only just finished the Pirate Cove over here. I'm going to be moving out. Oh yeah, that was the other one. I didn't actually show you the inside of the inside of this building, which is where I have a little tiny. That's not. I don't want to be ablaze because then I have smoke in my face. Where I have a little tiny bit of Flaxbeard steam power, and this was actually a Flaxbeard's building because they spawn in villages. That's what it was here when I moved in, and I've gone ahead and I've upgraded it a bit. So I've added some extra heaters to this furnace and stuff. So this is a steam powered furnace, and I have a thing on the back of this that allows, there it is, maybe the very slight amount of automation, which is the Archimedes screw, that allows the steam boiler to be automatically fed by water. So that's about the closest thing we've got to automation. There's some things you can do. Of course, you can do all the vanilla automation stuff like that. So so let's get let's get into. Let me show you around the Pirate Cove real quick. If you're not familiar with this Pirate Cove, like if you've never played with Better Dungeons before, I don't know if I left the back door open or not. Did I? Nope. If you're not familiar with Better Dungeons and you've never seen this before, this will be all new to you. So this ship is actually from Better Dungeons, and I want to show you that. We have the Schematica mod. So that allows you to add these schematics. So I've got a few schematics in here, and I'll go over this a bit more in a future episode. But just a quick way to demonstrate what it does is I can pull in the schematic, and it gives me this kind of like outline of the ship. So what all I have to do is now I have this nice outline. I can just go around with the materials and fill that in, and have a nice ship. So this is not this is not my schematic. I don't want to claim these as mine at all. These are from Better Dungeons, from the 1.6.4 version of it. So, but being a pirate, I don't feel bad about using other people's schematics. So if you have schematics that you think would work really well on a pirate island, ship schematics or building schematics or anything you'd like to see me build, and you have a schematic for it, you can go ahead and let me know about that in the comments, and I will do my best to get them built here on Cutthroat Island. So, okay, so let's take a look around the Pirate Cove. So eventually I'm going to be moving all this in here. This is actually supposed to be like a bar and stuff. A few bits and pieces that aren't quite in yet. I didn't put the tabletops on up here or anything like that need to be there. That's the bar. There's supposed to be some things behind it. None of this Pirate Cove has been decorated yet. We do have both Bibliocraft and Decocraft to help us decorate stuff throughout our bases and stuff. So that's going to make things look really good in the long run. So, and we can get out on the ship. Now I could turn this into an actual functioning ship like I did that other one, but pretty much this ship's just going to sit here in the bay the whole time. I might eventually use it for something, useful or something like that. Somewhere around here, like come down here into the captain's quarters. Missing the beds and things like that, and I haven't put those in for decoration because I want to use the Decocraft beds because they're nicer. Don't want to use vanilla beds and stuff. So a lot of decoration I've left out while building this because I want to come back and use the nicer Decocraft items and stuff. I'm not sure what this room was meant to be exactly, but there's a room here. There's another room up here. This one actually has an entrance that comes in from the shore here. So there's an entrance to the Pirate Cove. And you come along here. Right here is the secret back entrance. That's going to lead down to the nether portal eventually. This is the crew quarters. There's supposed to be a bunch of beds and stuff in here. So this is basically where all the lesser crewmates sleep, all the deckhands and stuff like that. And then we go upstairs. And we've got, not really sure what this room's meant for. This one's supposed to be like a library or something, I think. It might end up being my enchanting room. Not sure. Again, this is like maybe a library or laboratory of some sort. We come down over here. This is a recreational area or a dining area or something. I think it's supposed to be meant to be a recreational area, like a game room. So I might end up putting some stuff in here that makes it look like a game room, like a piano or something, and some cards and things like that. You get all kinds of crazy amount of decorations and stuff from the deco craft. This is kind of a weird thing. Like when you have a step here and then you have a block. Now this is a 2 wide gap, but if you have step assist, you can't walk through there. So it's kind of weird. So I'll just have to take my boots off when I come through there for some reason. It's just weird. Okay, so we got another nice big room here. This one I think is supposed to have some treasure, maybe possibly a much larger library, maybe a trophy room. Not sure what this one is meant to be. It doesn't really have any decoration in the schematic and stuff, but that could end up being a Thaumcraft. This could end up being my Thaumcraft room or something like that. Don't need a ton of space for that. This is just another back entrance, kind of leads out on the top of the mountain here. Less secret, I guess. Probably should make it more secret. But most of this stuff was all put in, via the schematic and stuff. I didn't. You still have to collect all the materials and stuff. It doesn't cheat it in or anything for you. But now this room over here is probably going to end up being where my Steam workshop's going to be at, right in here. And this is like a map room. I don't know if it'll continue to be a map room, or if it'll be supplemental to the Steam power. The Steam room. Anyway, lots more things to look at here. So I go up here, and this one right here. Close these doors. This way, normally, open the doors. This is the individual. So we got like a couple individual rooms here. There's 1, 2, 3 individual rooms with a common area. So this is where the more important crew members would be staying, like the first mate and stuff. And maybe the cabin boy or something. I'm not sure who all would qualify for that room. And then if we come all the way up here, there's the Commodore's quarters. Here we go. So this is the main bedroom of the Commodore. That would be me. So eventually I'll have this be like my main, my main bed and all my massive amounts of treasure that I've collected from wherever. And we actually have an entrance. We have kind of like a sky dock place, and I'm gonna eventually have some flying ships. In fact, I might use that ship design right there, but instead of having that kind of a sail, I'll put like a balloon above it and do something like that. So eventually we'll have something like that as well to basically park right outside of these upper things. So. And since it's dark again, I want to go sleep it off because I am close enough to load the villagers, so I don't want them to be getting in trouble with the zombies. Okay. Looking good. Alright, so, being a pirate and, basically saying that I'm going to do whatever I can possibly do to get ahead and whatever works, whatever gets me what I want. So there's 3 cheats. There's 3 cheats I want to show you. So hopefully you've hung out long enough to see these. If you're playing the Bond Pack, you get to learn some new cheats with me right now. I'm going to be doing the cheats at the end of, if I have any new cheats to show you or anything new to show you, I'm going to be doing them at the end of the video. So new cheats. let me see, I need some iron. Actually, let me put that away. I've got a ton of this Damascus steel I made. Didn't actually intend to make quite as much of it as I got, so we'll use that real quick just to demonstrate. Now, I don't need any of this kind of armor because I have the blood armor. I'm good. But before you get, up to that level, and you need to, have better armor than what you can normally get. One of the things you can do in this mod pack, and it doesn't work like this in vanilla, but there's something in the mod pack that allows you to do this. And it's not intentional. So this is a straight up exploit. So we can see right here I've got 2 dispensers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my leggings in the top dispenser and my chest plate in the bottom dispenser. I'm going to take off my armor right now. Just take all that off. And what I'm going to do is when you stand in front of a dispenser and you give it a redstone signal in 1.7x of Minecraft, it'll equip it. It'll equip the armor for you if there's armor in there. Okay, so and put the leggings and the chest on. But look where they ended up. I have a chest plate on my legs and legs on my feet. So at this point, I could add another chest plate and a helmet for a much, much higher armor class than I would normally be able to get with this armor. So I would be able to get easily, you can see down at the bottom, I'm actually slightly over. I'm at 5.5 shields. So if I made a full suit of this, I would actually have more than 10 shields. So there you go. There's my good exploit, my good cheaty thing for the day. I think I have a couple more that I've already gotten, but I'm gonna hold off on letting you know about any of those other ones until the next episode. So that's gonna be about it for this first episode. I just wanted to show you some cool stuff. Actually, what I can do is go ahead and put these back in here. So I don't need them. I might need them if I have to go get my stuff again at some point. If I somehow manage to get killed with wearing all this highly protected blood armor and stuff, and have to go back and collect my stuff. But we'll just leave that in there for now. So yeah, I got blood armor. And yeah, this village, I'm going to do a lot to this village. I want to expand it into a city at some point, and I'm going to try and get my villagers to, continue the repopulation effort for the village while I continue to expand it down this direction towards the ocean, where I'm going to put a big dock and have some more ships. And I have a bunch more. I have a few more ship schematics from that I managed to gather from an old map that had the better dungeons. So I'm going to be using those. Again. Well, guys, I think that's going to be about it. Like I said, this is going to be about it for the first one. I showed you a nice, good exploit, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this as much as I'm enjoying playing on the server and stuff and sharing these videos with you. So if you did, be sure and leave a like and a comment, thumbs up, and all that fun stuff. And even if you didn't like the video, be sure and leave a comment anyway. Let me know how you feel I can do better next time. So till next time, I will catch you later.